Good morning, good afternoon, doctor. How are you doing today? You good?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Irsyad.
Welcome, welcome. Okay, I think we have the numbers now. So let's start with our webinar for today. Okay, hi, hello everyone, and a very good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us again yet for another episode of the exclusive webinar series organized by the Marketing and Recruitment Center, University of Malaya. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Muhammad Irsyad bin Zaini. I'm the Marketing and Recruitment Executive in charge of the marketing activities promotion of our academic programs, both at the local and international level, with specialization in event management, and I'll be your moderator for today. Okay, before we start with our session, let us go through some of the housekeeping announcement so that we can have a seamless session. Okay, firstly, please mute your microphone and please do not click any button before and during the webinar session, as this session will be recorded. Therefore, we seek for your kind assistance. Secondly, today's webinar will be divided into two main segments. The first part will be the introductory session, which will be conducted by our guest speakers. And the second session will be the Q&A session, which will be moderated by me. And kindly note that the audience is encouraged to ask questions related to today's topic through the Q&A button down below. If you can see down below, there's a Q&A button. Okay, and I'll be reading to your questions accordingly, depending on the remaining time that we have for today's session. Last but not least, we really appreciate it if you could share with us the feedback of today's webinar through the feedback form that will pop out right after this session ends. And without further ado, let me introduce our honorable guest speaker for today. Okay, the first one is Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza, who is the Dean of Faculty of Pharmacy. She is the first Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy that was started to be fully operational since September 2019. And she is also the Founder Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, okay, a newly established and the 13th faculty in the University of Malaya since September 2019. And she is an Associate Professor of Clinical Pharmacy and if I say this wrong, Pharmacogenomics in the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Pharmacy Practice. Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza and type 2 diabetes is inseparable. Okay, her research cover optimal management, biomarkers, insulin resistance study, as well as area of type 2 diabetes mellitus, and clinical pharmacies encompasses of association of drug response and related factors, drug-related problems and pharmaceutical care issue, general biomarker study, pharmacogenomics, pharmacodynamic study, gene disease drug response association, and PKPD study. And she has more than 65 ISI papers in her areas of published more than 65 ISI papers in her areas of expertise, and she held various critical administrative posts, among others, the Manager of Clinical Investigation Center, CIC, from 2012 to 2015, and later appointed as the Director or Head of CIC and of University Malaya Medical Center, which is a world-class, reputable, and multi-winning clinical trial center. And under her tenure, CIC has won many accolades at the international levels, procured around 590 clinical trials, and working with 300 pharmaceutical sponsors and CROs around the globe. CIC recognized as the first prime site for Quintiles in Asia, the first strategic alliance site for Parexel Inc. in Malaysia, and the first Pfizer Inspire site in Malaysia, and many more. And previously, Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza was also leading the Research Trust of UMMC Strategic Planning. And at present, she is also the Honorary Visiting Consultant at CIC. Next, let me introduce Associate Professor Dr. Najihah Muhammad Hashim, who is the Deputy Dean Academic for Faculty of Pharmacy. Okay, she graduated with Bachelor's Pharmacist with honors from University of Science Malaysia, Penang in 1997, and she has served as a people pharmacist at Penang General Hospital, as a manager at one of the local pharmaceutical company, and a pharmacist at several retail pharmacy. And she has obtained her master's and also PhD in natural product chemistry from University Putra Malaysia, and she has joined the Faculty of Pharmacy ever since back then when it was still the Department of Pharmacy. University Malaya since 2011. Okay, currently she is the Deputy Dean Academic at the Faculty of Pharmacy and also head of the CENAR, Center for Natural Product Research and Drug Discovery, University of Malaya. And since her appointment at the university, she has supervised 11 PhD and 4 master students and currently supervising and co-supervising 12 postgraduate students. And she has served as a postgraduate thesis external examiner and reviewer for numerous journals. Her research interest is mainly on natural products, exploration especially on phytochemical isolation and identification, biological studies, drug delivery, and plant authentication on several medicinal plant species from Malaysia rainforest based on ethnomedicinal uses by native and local community. Her research group has published the discoveries in more than 80 peer-reviewed journals, okay, also conducting several research collaboration with local and international researchers. Okay, her most recent project are developing a database for medicinal plants in Malaysia, okay, an anti-cancer study using plant-derived compounds, and also research collaboration project on a clinical trial phase 1 for Malaysia herbal product, together with Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza Zaman Huri, who is the honorary visiting consultant at Clinical Investigation Center, University Malaya Medical Center, and who is also the Dean for the faculty itself. Okay, now, it is with great honor to have both of you on board with us today, Doctor, and to share your vast experience, especially as the Dean of the Faculty and also the Dean of, as the Deputy Dean Academy of the Faculty, and the newly founded, especially the newly founded Faculty of Pharmacy. And with that, let us together today embark on the journey of exploring the world of pharmaceutical wonder. Okay, without any further delay, please welcome Dr. Hasniza to continue the session.
Thank you very much, Mr. Irsyad. So we'll start with the faculty video. Yeah?
Yes.
Welcome to Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Malaya.
My name is Chongtik. I graduated from UM in 2009.
I'm Luana, graduated in 2006. I'm Zaini or Sine. I graduated in 2010. I'm Nancy. I'm graduated in year 2006. I'm Dr. Wardati, graduated in 2003. I'm Hanis. I'm in Faculty of Pharmacy in 2012-2016.
I'm currently working as a clinical pharmacist in Hospital Tengku Abdul Rahim Abdullah.
Currently working as a field ward pharmacist in Hospital Serdang. And I'm currently it's ward pharmacist in Hospital Serdang. I'm currently working as a cardiac ICU pharmacist in Hospital Serdang. Currently, I'm working as a cardiac pharmacist in Hospital Serdang.
I started my journey as industrial pharmacist in one of the pharmaceutical company in Malacca. After about a year in pharmaceutical industry, I got a placement as the contract pharmacist in Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, KKM. So under KKM, I got the opportunity to work in hospital Queen Elizabeth II and also in clinic Kesihatan Paru.
The future is conducted. For example, during my time, I went to the vet hospital in UPM as well as the nuclear agency in Bali. What I enjoyed most during my 7 days was being part of the many activities during the 4 years because I gained many memories and met many friends conducting research during my final year.
This program ensure you will develop a social skill and also knowledge for you to become a competent pharmacist.
Hi, I'm Aisha. I'm from Palestine. I'm a pharmacist. I would like to speak to you about my experience at Malaya University, where I had completed my master's degree in 2018. My research project was to investigate the anti-proliferative effect of alkaline stage in cervical cancer cells and under supervision of Dr. Najihah. The Malaya University is such a wonderful environment to complete your study and do your research. Starting from the accommodation facilities, the transportation, and the labs techniques. Labs were equipped with the most recent technology and research methods. And if we speak about staff, they actually were very cooperative, friendly, and they were always will be available for you to assist you during your study. If I have the choice, definitely it will be Malaya University.
Hello, I'm Dr. Nabi Kumar Nominadan. I'm currently practicing as the diabetes care clinical pharmacist in the endocrine team of Hospital Putrajaya. I finished my PhD under the guidance of Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza Zaman Huri, who is also the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy UM. She has been instrumental in the successful completion of my PhD studies, as well as securing various research grants. Conducting my pharmacogenomics research at the Faculty of Pharmacy UM was indeed an unforgettable experience. The support that I got from the faculty was great, be it the laboratory offices, the procurement of reagents, the state-of-the-art equipment, and also the support from the laboratory offices. I'm actually happy to have completed my PhD in the Faculty of Pharmacy UM.
We are committed to the provision and delivery of the best services to our stakeholders. Okay, thank you very much everyone for watching. I'm Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza Zaman Huri, the Dean of Faculty of Pharmacy, and together with me today is Associate Professor Dr. Najihah Hashim, which is the Deputy Dean of Academics. So for today's agenda, I'm going to talk about the Faculty of Pharmacy itself, and it's followed by the presentations of the academic programs by Associate Professor Dr. Najihah. All right, so Faculty of Pharmacy, like what Mr. Irsyad has introduced just now, is the latest faculty in University of Malaya, which is the 13th faculty, and indeed it is the smallest faculty, but we have a lots of things to share with you today, although we are a small faculty in University Malaya. Okay, so just share with everyone again, University of Malaya ranked 59 in the world under the QS World University Ranking. Yeah. Okay, and under the QS World University Ranking Asia 2020, is placed at number 13 in 2020, increment of the 6th place from 2019. Yeah. So we have got this achievement as well, under the Reader Digest. So we've been awarded as a Reader Digest Trusted Brand 2019, as the Platinum Award under Public University. So sharing with you, as for Pharmacy right? Pharmacy actually is not new. So we first started as a Department of Pharmacy, Faculty of Medicine in 1995 actually. So our first intake was in 1995. So, so far we have graduated about more than 21 batches and produced more than 1,100 pharmacies to the nation. Yeah, and we also produce more than 100 postgraduate students. So, so Faculty of Pharmacy being upgraded from Department of Pharmacy in 2019, and we start our operational fully from 1st September 2019. Okay, a little bit about the background of the faculty. So if you come to basically, if you come to so this is our building. We are located in the vicinity of Faculty of Medicine. So go and find Block R. So our Dean's office is actually located at the 3rd floor of this building. So currently we have 21 academicians and 17 supporting staff, and about more than 145 undergraduate students. So is among the 6 public university offering pharmacy program in Malaysia. So this is our vision, to be an eminent faculty in pharmacy education, research and innovation. Our mission is to produce high quality graduates, toward enhancement of nations and well-being. Right? Objective is to nurture competitive, innovative, and highly ethical graduates that effectively contribute to healthcare, to foster innovative and cutting-edge research to impact human health nationally and globally, to develop outstanding leaders in pharmacy that inspire future transformation of the society. So our motto is Epitome of Excellence. So introducing you the faculty management. So I have 2 deputy deans, Associate Professor Dr. Rozana Othman, who is currently the Deputy Dean of Research and also Development. And together with me today is Associate Professor Dr. Najihah Muhammad Hashim, which is the Deputy Dean of Academics. So under the faculty, we have 4 departments. We have a Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry. So the head of department is Dr. He Chung Han. We have Department of Pharmaceutical Life Sciences, the head of Dr. Noor Akmarina Muhammad Said. We have Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, the head is Dr. Sheikh Niamatullah, and also the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Pharmacy Practice. And the head of department is Madam Noor Ashikin Samsudin. So these are all the programs and also level coordinators. Madam Shirin Alwi is the undergraduate program coordinators, and Dr. Ching Setpeng as well as Dr. Zarif Muhammad Sofian, both of them are the postgraduate program coordinators. So for the undergraduate programs, we have 4 undergraduates program coordinators, right? So level 1, we have Dr. Amira Hajira as the level 1 coordinator, Professor Dr. Chung Lip Yong is the level 2 program coordinator for the undergraduate, and Madam Noor Ashikin for the level 3, which is year 3, and also Miss Mary Lee Hongye for the level 4 or the final years, yeah, for undergraduate program. So I'm just going to go a little bit about the pharmaceutical chemistry. All right, so departments, we have all the lecturers here. Yeah, so the head of department is Dr. He Chung Han. Okay, yeah, so his expertise is drug discovery. All right, looking into the molecular docking, enzymatic assay, rational drug discovery and design. Yeah, so we have Professor Dr. Chung Lip Yong. Area of expertise is medicinal chemistry, looking at anti-cancer and specifically on the central nervous system active compounds, yeah, and development of nanodrugs for therapy. So we have Associate Professor Dr. Najihah. Area of expertise is natural product chemistry and also drug discovery. Yeah? So they are looking into more like natural products and how to actually, develop drugs, from the natural products. Okay. And we have Associate Professor Dr. Rozana Osman, where the area of expertise is computational chemistry, molecular modeling, natural product chemistry, medicinal chemistry, drug discovery, and design. Yeah? Okay, under the pharmaceutical chemistry also we have Dr. Leong Kok Foong, whereby his area of expertise is biopharmacy, drug discovery, looking into cells biology, molecular biology and modeling, drug delivery, oral protein drug delivery, microencapsulation and modeling. So we have Dr. Chin Sat Peng, area of expertise is drug discovery and structural bioinformatics, and also Madam Rustini, Karim, which is the department executive. Okay. So basically in pharmaceutical chemistry, we are looking into more like all the active compounds and how we can actually discover drugs from here. Okay. So next one, we have pharmaceutical life sciences, or we also call it, as pharmacology, department. So under this department, what we are looking into mainly is pharmacology studies on what the body does to the drug and what the drug does to the body. Okay. So we have Dr. Noor Akmarina Muhammad Sai as the head of department. So she's specializing in cancer, metastasis, tumor, microenvironment, chemo-resistant, and microRNA biology. Next, we have Dr. Amira Hajira, looking more into cardiac physiology and metabolism, diabetic hearts, right, and cancer metabolism. Okay, and then we have Dr. Pan Chiawi, right. His area of expertise is looking into mushroom and medicinal mushroom, fungi, mycology, and functional food. Okay, then we have Dr. Garrett C. Maushin. His area of expertise is pharmacogenomics, looking at how the gene variation actually have an impact on the drug response or the side effects of the drugs. Yeah. So he's looking more specifically on the drug abuse and addiction, dengue fever, infection, and cancers. Yeah. Next, we have Dr. Kayatri Govindaraju. Her area of expertise is pharmacology, specifically on the mechanism of action of natural and synthetic products. Yeah. Then we have Ms. Nurul Husna Othman, which is the department executive. Yeah. So they are all the lab as well as lab managers as well as assistant lab managers. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next department, we have pharmaceutical technology. So pharmaceutical technology department is looking more into drug delivery system, how we can actually invent different types of dosage form for our patients, yeah, right, like tablet, capsule, injection, yeah, so on and so forth. So under this department, we have the head of department, Dr. Sheikh Yamatullah, okay. So he's looking into more on the targeted drug delivery system, all right, and also standardization of herbal drugs and also herbal formulation. Okay. Next, we have Dr. Rianto Teguh Widodo. He's looking more into the formulation and manufacturing process of pharmaceutical dosage form and herbal products, pharmaceutical excipients, development, and also drug delivery system. Okay, and we have Dr. Zarif Muhammad Sofian. He's looking more into the drug delivery system as well and drug formulations. So we have Ms. Nur Akmal Kamarudin, which is the department executive. Yeah. So next one is my department, basically Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Pharmacy Practice, looking more into pharmaceutical care, how we can actually maximize the therapeutic effects of the drug and minimize the effects of the harmful effects of the drugs to the patient. Yeah. So the head of department is Madam Noashikin Samsudin. She's looking more into pharmacotherapy in geriatric patients, in elderly, safety and use of complementary and alternative medicine in chronic disease patients, quality use of medicine and toxicology. And myself is looking at the clinical pharmacy as well as pharmacogenomics, looking into the genetic variations and how does it affect the drug response, okay, as well as the adverse effects of the drugs. Next, we have Madam Shirin Alwi. All right, she's looking more into pharmaceutical care practice, quality of prescribing of medications, pharmacotherapy in cardiovascular disease, and pharmacy education. And Dr. Fatiha Hana is specializing in pharmacoeconomics, looking into health economics, cost effectiveness analysis, cost utility analysis, health outcomes, and health services research. So next we have Ms. Mary Lee Honggi. She's looking more into pharmacotherapy in psychiatric disorders, pharmacy practice, specifically on the hospital and community pharmacy, safe disposal of unused medication, drug-related problems in epilepsy, and developmental disabilities. And we have Dr. Nusaiba Abdul Rahim, looking more into antimicrobial pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. Pharmacokinetics looking at how drugs absorption, distribution, metabolism, and also excretion, basically. And also, she's also looking into the synergistic antibiotic combination. So for Dr. Izian Abdul Wahab, her area of expertise is medication safety, pharmacotherapy in geriatric and psychiatry. So we have Ms. Siti Aisha Basari as the department executive. Right, so we have around 17 altogether supporting staff. This is our AR, Madam Emily Girin. So we have Madam Sabia, Mr. Muhammad Najib, and also Madam Maria as the administrative assistant. We have Mr. Noh Fahmi as the administrative assistant for finance. And we have 3 operation assistant, Mr. Jauzi, Mr. Anwar, as well as Madam Gangeswari. So this is all our lab managers as well as assistant managers in the next 2 slides. Our scientific officers, Mr. Abdul Aziz, Madam Nadia, as well as Mr. Abdul Rafiq. And we have Ms. Nur Akmal Kamarudin for the assistant science officer. So this is our team for the medical laboratory technologies. We have Madam Rustini, Madam Siti Aisha, Ms. Salmi Zawati, Madam Nur Husna, as well as Ms. Nurul Izzati. So in Faculty of Pharmacy, we have 2 main programs, undergraduate as well as postgraduates. But Associate Professor Dr. Najihah will be talking more about this program later on. Okay, so our academic program, we have undergraduates program. We are offering Bachelor of Pharmacy Honours. It is a 4-year program with minimum of 8 semesters and maximum of 12 semesters. So besides that, we have postgraduate by research. We have Master of Medical Science and also Doctor of Philosophy. So if you are interested, you can actually visit our website, pharmacy.um.edu.my. You can look at all the CVs of the potential supervisors that we mentioned just now. Okay, so this is some of the activities, as you can see later under undergraduate programs. Besides the teaching and learning activities, we have lots of students' activities at the national as well as international levels. And this is our postgraduate activities. We have various activities under postgraduate society as well as faculty. Okay, so this is some of the achievement for our graduates before, for the undergraduates as well as postgraduates. Okay, for research, so far we have about 413 ISI publication for the grant amounting about 10 millions, and we have signed about 13 MOU, MOA, and this is the number of total citations for our faculty. So this is the summary that we mentioned just now, right? So we have all the respective potential supervisors. So this is kind of like the cluster of research, like drug discovery. We have all the potential supervisors here. In this group, they're actually focusing on the new drug discovery from synthetic and natural resources for multiple types of diseases. Example, cancer, diabetes, central nervous system, and flaviviruses. Okay, so if you are interested, you can go to our webpage, and click at their CV. Okay, so under drug delivery, whereby we have this potential development of excipients for solid, liquid, semi-solid, and modified release formulations, and also design of novel drug delivery system for targeted release. So we kind of like look at the formulations of the potential drugs, from the modern as well as herbal medicine. Yeah, so we have all the team members here. Okay, and for pharmacology, we look at the understanding of the molecular pathways and metabolic dysregulation, in various types of disease. So we are looking at how the drug works. What is the mechanism of action of the drugs, specifically which pathway they are targeting, so on and so forth. And under pharmacogenomics and clinical pharmacogenetics, we are looking at how the gene variation can affect the response of the drugs and also the adverse effects of the drugs. Okay. And under pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics, we are focusing on the population modeling, simulation, and pharmacodynamics of antimicrobials and anti-epileptics. Okay, so under pharmacoeconomics and quality use of medicine, our focus mainly is on the safe and effective medicine use to provide better health outcome in different patient population. So here we are looking at the cost of the drugs, how to choose the least, in terms of the price, the most effective drugs with the, with a good cost. Okay. So this is our national collaborators, all right, but it is not limited to this. We have more than this, actually. This is our international collaborators, Okay, this is our facilities, our tutorial as well as discussion rooms, which is located at Block R, Faculty of Pharmacy, this is our lecture halls in the faculty, postgraduate facilities, okay, which is quite spacious. And this is our community pharmacy simulation lab, right? We have a computational simulation lab for our drug discovery research. We have all these laboratory equipment and facilities. So this is the latest edition of our equipment. We have the FTIR spectrometer. We have the differential scanning calorimeter, DSC. We have pharmaceutical microbiology lab. Real-time PCR. This is not limited to only this. We have many more. Okay, we have chromatography laboratory, we have HPLC, we have the LC top equipments, and we have GPC as well. We have pilot plans whereby we are actually looking at the process of drug formulations, and also the delivery of the drugs. So we have our pilot plan located at the ground floor of the faculty. Okay, so this is some of our photos. All right, so that's all from me. Thank you very much. So this is our webpage address and all our social media, Facebook, Twitter, as well as Instagram. You can visit and like our social media. Thank you very much. So I will now pass this floor to Associate Professor Dr. Najihah Mohd Hashim. So Associate Professor Dr. Najihah Mohd Hashim will be talking more about the academic program in the Faculty of Pharmacy. Okay, the floor is yours, Associate Professor Dr. Najihah.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza. I would like to say thank you to MRC who has invited us to share our programs, our academic programs, so all the viewers, especially to those who are interested to pursue your dreams to become a pharmacist, or to those who are interested to pursue the postgraduate study at our faculty. All right, so in my presentation, I will tell you or introduce you to our academic programs, the undergraduate programs and also the postgraduate programs. And also in my presentation, I will tell you more on the program structure, what are the entry requirements, the student activities, undergraduate and also postgraduate, and also the career pathway, where you want to go after you have finished your study. All right, so let me bring you to our, our journey to our faculty to join our program. All right, so in our program we have two programs. That is for undergraduate program, that is Bachelor of Pharmacy honors with honors. This program is a professional programs, and followed by the postgraduate programs. We have postgraduate programs through research modes. So we have two postgraduate programs, that is Master in Medical Sciences and also Doctor of Philosophy. So for the Bachelor of Pharmacy, it is a 4-year professional undergraduate program. So it is focusing a broad-based curriculum that prepares students for multiple areas of pharmacy, specialization in the future. So this program actually emphasizes evidence-based practice and equips individuals with a dynamic range of skills in preparation to meet the ever-changing challenges faced by the healthcare providers today. You know, the landscape of medical is always changed and unpredicted. Okay, so at the end of the program, we hope the students will be conferred with the Bachelor in Pharmacy degree. So what are the entry requirements? What are the qualifications that required before you can apply to our program? So we accept international tour to our programs. So for Malaysian, if you have matriculation and Asasi or STPM certificates and also diploma in pharmacy and also GCE A-level. So for international students, we accept GCE A-level and also National Higher School certificate. So for the matriculation Asasi or STPM, so they need to have at least GPA 3.8 and also at least a grade A in 2 subjects and grade A minus in 1 subject in combination of the subjects below, that are biology, chemistry, physics, or mathematics. And for the diploma program, so they must, obtain the CGPA 3.802, and diploma pharmacy, we accept students from a recognized university and also from the MQA accredited program. So the students are also need to have grade A in 2 subjects and grade A minus in 1 subject in combination of the subject below, biology, chemistry, physics, or mathematics. And for the A levels, they also must possess a grade A and 2 grade B in combination of subjects below, biology, chemistry, and physics and mathematics. So beside all the qualification, student also, we look also into the SPM level. So the student pass with at least grade B SPM level in Bahasa Inggris, in English, biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics, additional maths, and also any other 1 subject. And also at least band 3 in math And also, the student must pass interview. The candidate must go through the interview, and if they pass the interview, so they can be accepted to our program. So this student also, the candidate also need to be certified healthy from serious physical disabilities, mental illness, and infectious diseases. Exception may be granted to candidates with corrective physical disabilities and or do not prevent candidates from carrying out clinical activities required by medical practitioners. So for the international students, so the student or the candidate or the applicants must obtain a national higher school certificate at the level of GCE A level or its equivalent with a minimum of 1 grade A and 2 grades B in 3 of the following subjects, okay, biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics. So you see, biology and chemistry is an important subject if you want to enroll to our program. Okay, continue with for the international applicants, they must also obtain one of the English language proficiency with a band 6.0 and above in IELTS or score 550 PPT paper-based test at 213 CBT or 80 IBT and above in TOEFL, and also pass the interview and also need to certified healthy from any serious physical disabilities, mental illness, and infectious disease. Okay, so let me introduce our program structure. Okay, this program structure has been accredited. Our program is accredited program by MQA and also the Board of Pharmacy. So our program is governed by these two main agency or main board, that is Board of Pharmacy and also MQA, the Malaysian Qualification Agency. So this is the program structure. It starts from the university courses. All students or our students must attend these university courses where they need to attend when they are in the first year. They should take philosophy and current issue, appreciation of ethics and civilizations, basic of entrepreneurship, information literacy, social engagement. So under social engagement, our students have to come up with a project where they should come with a project where they go to the community to help the community. So far our students have done some activities with people from the orphanage homes and also old folks homes, the nursing homes, and followed by the English for Communication program and co-curriculum course and also faculty excellent elective courses. So for the core course, this is the courses that we offer at our faculty. So student of BPharm program must take this course, okay? So besides our core course, students also need to take other elective courses that offered by the faculty, also our program elective courses. So let me aside with what are the modules that we offer or the course structure we give to our, we share with or expose our students from the year 1 until year 4. So when they are in year 1, they have to attend, like I mentioned earlier, the university courses, okay? And then these are the core courses they have to take during the semester 1. So mostly the first 2 of this is chemistry subject. So basically this is to introduce a student on the basic concept of physical or chemical property of the compounds or active compounds that related or potential to be drugs. So this is important for pharmaceutical sciences, okay? So then followed by the biochemistry, anatomy and physiology, and also introduction to pharmacy. So this is where the beginning of the exposure to the student. They want to know more about the pharmacy. So it at least, it motivates to the student, okay, to continue the study to the next year. And the following semester, the second semester, so these are the university courses, and this is the faculty courses. They will need to take the drug action discovery module, microbiology and parasitology, physical pharmacy. This is more to the pharmaceutical technology, where you know how, where it provides your principles on how to do drug formulation, okay? And pharmacotherapy for ENT, that ear, nose and throat, okay? And ear, eye, nose and throat, and hematological disorders. So here then we will introduce the student on the disease, the also the pharmaceutical issues to the students. So this is at the very beginning of their study, okay, during the first year. So the following year is a year 2. So the core courses that we offer the students are when they are in first semester 1. So the student must take medicinal chemistry, pharmaceutical analysis. These are the chemistry subjects, followed by the pharmaceutical dosage form design for liquids and semi-solids. This is the pharmaceutical technology subjects, followed by the clinical subjects, pharmacotherapy for gastrointestinal and respiratory disorders, and also pharmacotherapy for infectious disease ones. In the second semester, the student will take the core course from the faculty that are the module from the chromatography, electrochemistry, and radiochemistry, and also pharmacognosy, where they start to know the beginning of the drugs, development of the drugs from the natural sources, okay, and then followed by sterile pharmaceutical dosage form design, and also they will learn about the basic immunology and pharmacotherapy of immune disorders. And then the clinical subjects, that is pharmacotherapy for infectious disease 2, and also pharmacotherapy for cardiovascular disorders. So in the year 3, the student will be exposed to solid pharmaceutical dosage form design, extemporaneous preparations. So this is where they will do the practical to do the drugs, okay? Principles and applications of pharmacokinetics, pharmacotherapy for endocrine disorders, anesthesia and pharmacotherapy for neurological disorders, biostatistics and epidemiology, and also not to forget management skills for pharmacy. Not only the basic science or the clinical subject, students are also exposed to the management skills, okay? Because later on they will become a manager. So in the semester 2 of the year 3, student will be taking the advanced pharmaceutical dosage form design, pharmacotherapy for cancer, pain and renal disorders, pharmacotherapy for psychiatric disorders, evidence-based pharmacotherapy, and also ethics and legislation. So this ethics and legislation is actually to prepare them for them to sit for the forensic exam. So our students will sit for the forensic exam during the 3rd year. So this forensic exam is all known as qualifying examination to practice pharmacy before they can be registered as a provisional registered pharmacist. So now we go to year 4. So the year 4 quite light, but a lot of work to do. Okay, don't worry, you will enjoy your time with us. So this year, we will send our student mostly to the clinical, to the hospital, right? So, and also to the pharmacy practice. So student will, go for professional attachment. So following this module, professional pharmacy attachment, student will be sent out to community pharmacy, industrial pharmacy, industrial, and also to hospital for the attachment. Okay, and student also will take pharmaceutical quality assurance module, then pharmacoeconomics module, hospital and community pharmacy practice, and also student will take clinical clerkship. This where the student will go to the ward and do the clerkship, okay, with the guidance of preceptors from the hospital, also from our dear experienced lecturer. And at this semester 2, student will take the research methodology, where this time student will be guided on how to prepare research proposal. Then they will present their research proposal and will be assessed. Okay, in the semester 2, student will take industrial pharmacy and regulatory control module, and also clinical clerkship 2. This is the second clinical clerkship. Student will be given, they have to clerk the case on their own at this time. Okay, so they have to go to particular ward and do the clerkship. And at this semester also, the student will start to do their lab work for the research project. And during the first semester, they have come up with a proposal. So in the second semester, they will start to do the lab work or the survey, or they go to the ward to do their research if the student is involved with the research that involved with the clinical work. Okay, for our student, we do the assessment in terms of tests, assignments, lab work, and also exams. So the breakdown of this assessment are 40% for the continuous assessment and 60% for the final exam. So beside all the main course as subjects, so these are the faculty elective courses. So students are required to take elective courses from the faculty, like Introduction to Radiation Protection, Application in Biomedical Science, Behavioral Science, Techniques in Molecular Medicines, Drugs from Target to Market, Introduction to Quality Research, and also program elective courses that are Pharmaceutical Product Development, Vet Pharmacy, Drug Literacy, Pharmaceutical Biotechnology, Clinical Toxicology, Pharmacotherapy for special populations. Okay, now I move to the postgraduate programs. Okay, so those are, I have told you about the undergraduate programs. Let me move to the postgraduate programs. So we have master programs. The minimum period is 2 semesters, and the maximum period of study is 6 semesters. So the students need to take one course that is research methodology course beside the lab work that they have to do. Okay, beside the research what they have to do. And for the Doctor of Philosophy, the period of study is from 6 to 12 semesters. So they also need to take a course on a research methodology class. Okay. So for postgraduate program, we emphasize on inter and multidisciplinary research areas in the pharmacy. The research programs are actually lab-based. Some of them are also in combination of lab and survey-based or survey-based in various areas of pharmacies. So various areas of pharmaceutical sciences for the postgraduate program to take, including but not limited to this area like drug discovery, drug delivery, pharmacology, pharmacoeconomics and quality use of medicine, pharmacokinetic, pharmacodynamics, pharmacogenomics and clinical pharmacogenetics. There are many, many more research area that we can offer to our students under the guidance of our experienced and experts from our faculty. Okay. So now we move on to the entry requirement that for our students who want or wish to take a Master of Medical Sciences by research, they should obtain a bachelor degree in pharmacy with CGPA of 3.0 and above or its equivalent, and also bachelor degrees in the relevant sciences related discipline with CGPA of 3.0 and above or its equivalent, or bachelor's degrees in the relevant sciences related discipline with a GPA less than 3.0 can be considered with stipulated criteria, example like working experience in the related field and also publication in the related field. So other than that, an equivalent qualification approved by the Senate from time to time also will be considered. So for the entry requirement for Doctor of Philosophy by research, okay, so the candidate must obtain a bachelor degree in pharmacy with a GPA 3.0 and above or its equivalent, or the student can come with a bachelor's degrees in the relevant sciences with a CGPA of 3.0 and above or its equivalent, and also master degree with distinction in the relevant fields or a master degree with GPA of 3.0 and above or its equivalent. So for the language requirement for the postgraduate program, so if you are a non-Malaysian applicant whose degree is from a university or institution of higher learning where the medium of instruction for that degree is not the English language, so you are required to obtain one of the English language proficiency qualifications as below. So you must obtain band 6.0 and above in IELTS or score of 600 EBT and 250 CBT or 100 IBT and above in TOEFL. So now I move on to the student activities at our faculty. So these are very exciting moments. Really amazed with our students' capabilities. So I would like to share with you all. So our students have managed a project for public health campaign in 2018, where we call it as Sayangi Jantung Anda, Loves Your Heart. Okay, so the program has been conducted very successfully It was organized by the students themselves. They are the pioneer students, so they go down to the community and do this community service. Followed by the following years, in 2019, we do have mental illness awareness for the public health campaign. So the student organized this, public health campaign with their friends from the first year, second year, and third year. So the top management of also involved visits our program. So these are the social engagement made by the pharmacy student. What I have mentioned earlier, this is one of the university courses that students need to take, and they have organized this community work to students. So they went to the orphanage homes, right? So beside the public health campaign, they also go to the people, that in needs. Okay, beside the community work, our students also active with sports. All right, so we have a range of activity between the staff and also the students. So we are very happy and delighted, to join the activity. So come and join us and be a part of our family. Okay. And our students also joined the sports carnival, which has been organized annually. This sports carnival is a competition, a sports competition between all the faculty of pharmacy in Malaysia. So our schools, our faculty has sent our students to join the competition. Every year we send our students to this competition. Okay, this is the peak of the days of their study, whereby the student will enjoy or celebrate the achievements, or we can see their talents through here too. So we call this a farm night. Okay, this photo show you our last farm night before the MCO. Okay, this was in 2019. All right, so the farm night has been appreciated by the former Minister of Education, YB Dr. Mazli Malik. All right, and the student, you see happy faces among them. So they really, enjoy the time, and they share what their capabilities and their potential besides the academic performance. All right, this was the recent activity we had at our faculty, that is family gathering, where the first year organized this activity where it's like an orientation for them. We can't see them on site. They are very creative. They make this through virtual online. They play music among them, but they're at different homes, and they can, sing together, synchronize to play the music, and also they can dance at the same time. And they do stitches, and the most interesting is that they do games. They use Kahoot games during this family gathering. So we're very happy with the students. We don't expect it to be this creative, but they have amazed us with their creativity. All right, so this is also our recent activity. We have white coat ceremony. This is the first white coat ceremony we had after the establishment of our faculty. So this white coat ceremony is actually where the students or mark their journey to be our pharmacy students, and also to prepare them, to be to give commitments, the obligations, the respects, and also to hold the responsibility when they want to become a pharmacy in the future. Okay, so we have this recently, and we did this virtually, and it's a successful event. Besides white coat ceremony, we do have a ceremony for to recognize students who has academically performed, and also who has also showed a significant academic performance. So we do give awards to the students too. So we call that as Dean's Award and also Emerald Awards ceremony. Okay, now I go to the postgraduate student activities. So we have a lot of student activities at our faculty. Students also need to join the symposium. We call this as postgraduate symposium. So the student must attend this postgraduate symposium where the student will share their research project, will present their proposals, and they will do question and answer, and student will also be evaluated during this time. Students also do their candidate defense at this time. Okay, so they can do sharing session at this time too. So besides that, students also offer, they can also join the 3-minute thesis competition. So we give a present to the student who won this competition. So this the activity that we had early this year. And besides those symposium and competitions, students are also, or you have the opportunity to join the workshop, training, research exhibition or internship at our partner university. All right, so they have an ample opportunity at our faculty. We also have postgraduate student society. Okay, this student society have also their own programs. They organize workshops too to the students. All right, and besides that, students are also have opportunity to attend national or international conferences. Okay, move on to the career pathway. So after our student, especially the undergraduate student, has completed or conferred with a bachelor degree of pharmacy, where do you want to go? So next, I will tell you more. So from the SPM foundation, you obtain the pharmacy degree. Student will start to go to pharmacy training. We call this is PRP. Right, then before they get a full registered pharmacy. So before they get the PRP or provisional registered pharmacy, they have to sit for a forensic exam, like what I have mentioned you earlier during the 3rd year. So once they have passed the exam, they can now register as PRP. They have to go for a training for 1 year. So at this time, they also will be evaluated. So the minimum marks for them to pass before they can get fully registered pharmacy is 60%. Okay, why students choose pharmacy? Why you choose pharmacy? So usually students or anyone who interested to become pharmacy, you have the dreams, or you have the thoughts to help people to get well. Right? You also have interest in chemistry and the human body, and you also have the innovation of drugs. Okay, you want to invent a drug, maybe a magic drug. Who knows? At this time around during COVID-19, maybe our student can, invent new drugs for that, or vaccine for that. We don't know. Maybe, perhaps. Okay, what is the difference between pharmacy and pharmacist? So pharmacist is actually the science and technique of preparing, dispensing, and review of drugs and providing additional clinical services. So pharmacist is a health professional who practices pharmacy, the field of health sciences focusing on the safety and effective medicines use. For your information, both of us are registered pharmacists. Okay, this the career pathway, where you can work, what you can do beside. I think normally you see pharmacy at the hospital or at the retail pharmacy. Pharmacy has a various career prospect. They are very versatile, I would say, and very colorful, like colors that I put in here. So they can be a quality control and quality assurance. They can involve with medical writing journalism. They involve in pharmaceutical marketing. Pharmacy can work as a research and development, academics like us, and clinical trials, hospital and community pharmacies. They do the pharmacovigilance too, and pharmaceutical manufacturing, also regulatory affairs. Okay. So these are some of the photos that I'm going to share here about the academic pathway. So this showing you academic pharmacy. If you want to become the lecturer like us or become a lecturer like us, so you do teaching and research too. Okay, and also you have to publish papers beside teaching. So for the community pharmacy, I think you are familiar with the pharmacy, especially like I'm not like giving advertisement like you know, you've been to Watson, you've been to Guardians, okay, and also other independent pharmacy, yeah. Hostel pharmacy, all right. So you see people at the counter, and also if you see anyone who's wearing white coats, okay, so she's a pharmacy. So the difference between us and doctor, we don't have stethoscope, all right. So this is industrial pharmacy. So I have the chance of working as a manager at one of the manufacturing industry pharmacy. It's very exciting. And then this is where you will graduate, you know, after you have went through the hurdles, the challenges. So we wish you pass with flying colors and graduate with happy face. So I think that's all for me. So do visit us and come and study with us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza and also Associate Professor Dr. Najihah. It was really wonderful listening to you guys, and we are thankful that you guys are here to share it with us, you know, the wonderful factors of becoming a pharmacist and whatnot. And we truly hope that everyone in this session will be immensely benefited from today's topic. Okay, I will now proceed with the Q&A session as we have got quite several inquiries from the audience. And in the interest of time, for those questions that not being able to be answered today, you can always engage with us through our email at study@um.edu.my. Let me repeat, study, study @um.edu.my. Okay, I think this is one of the famous questions, doctors. Do you guys provide, I mean, like the Faculty of Pharmacy, do you guys provide any scholarships if, let's say, student were to enroll into your like master program or bachelor's degree program? Would you like to respond to that?
Can I respond?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, our faculty at the moment is still new. Like at the moment we don't provide scholarship, but university has a lot of scholarship to offer to our students. Okay, whether the undergraduates or also postgraduates. I think beside university, the Ministry of Higher Education also provides offer scholarships. Besides that, there are also moral scholarships, and also corporate company also offer scholarship to our students.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Najihah. And one more question that I think that's really, that has been asked quite many times even to us. I mean, like, if let's say that I graduated from other institution, as for instance, they say like Monash College, and also from other institutions, from diploma and whatnot. So do we have any opportunity to actually enroll into the undergraduate program for bachelor's degree and whatnot? So yeah, what is your response to this?
Yes, like what I have shown to you. If you see our entry requirements, we do accept diploma in pharmacy. We do accept a foundation in science. Okay, so we have program for SAT 2 too. All right, so student can enter through that, through that system too.
Yeah.
Maybe Dr. Has can add.
Yeah, so I can add on. So if you are doing A levels, all right, in Monash or whatnot, so you have the opportunities to join us, because at the moment we are taking those from A levels, yeah, A levels at the moment, yeah. So besides the normal entry, so we do have our private entry, which is the SATU program, yeah, the open channel for basically. Yeah. So yeah, so if you have A level, so that will be the requirement, one of the requirement.
Is it specifically A level alone, or do you accept as well like diploma in science or foundation in science from other institution as well?
All right. So for diploma, we're only taking for those with diploma in pharmacy. Yeah. For foundation, yes, from our Asasi feeder, and also from other matriculation centers. All right, or those with A levels, basically.
Okay, sure. Doctors, we have one question from Safwan Hadi here. He said, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to both speakers. I'm Hadi from Faculty of Pharmacy and Health Science Unit KLR CMP. And I think this question is quite technical, so I cannot like summarize it. So let me just read it out. Okay. I would like to ask if students would like to further their study in postgraduate level at the same time wanted to perform their PRP. Is it allowable?
Okay.
Okay.
What
PRP, yeah. Okay. So at the moment, all right, our faculty do not offer that liberalization program, yeah. All right. So we because our faculty is quite new, but we have a plan actually to do that. So once we have the liberalization program, whereby our faculty, example like one of our research center is being recognized by the pharmacy services division. All right, so then we can actually take those students who are actually doing PRP, at the same time. So we're actually in the process of doing that. Hopefully soon. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and the next question will be: will Faculty of Pharmacy will be conducting a master clinical in any near future?
Okay, thank you so much. Very good question. Okay, so what we are doing currently, we're actually in the process of offering 2 new coursework for the master programs, but not in the clinical pharmacy yet. Yeah. So we have this plan in the master in drug discovery and drug development. Right. Another one is the pharmaceutical legislation and regulatory control. Because this is quite unique area in Malaysia and not many offering these courses. So of course we have planning, right, for the clinical pharmacy. Yeah, so not only for the Master of Clinical Pharmacy, but we do have some other plannings like the professional certificates, diploma, and so on. So, yeah, coming up soon.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so Doctor, this is just one question that I probably could summarize because there's few asking about the same question. Probably in brief, could you explain probably one more time to just let the audience, understand better of after pre-university, be it A-level, be it matriculation and whatnot, what are the minimum entry requirements needed in order for them to enroll into this program, especially for bachelor's degree program? Yes.
Okay, I answered that. So like what I have shown to in my slides, the entry requirements for students with matriculations SCPM with the CGPA 3.80, and they must possess A or A and A minus in the 3 subjects. 3 subjects, like biochemistry, chemistry, biology, physics, or mathematics. Okay, so that is for the matriculations, SSC and SGP. Right.
Thank you, Doctor. Hopefully, they'll finally understand what's needed as the entry requirement. Okay, probably this is from like your own perspective. As a pharmacist yourself, could you probably share a bit? I believe you have gone through such a very wonderful journey of becoming a pharmacist and whatnot. What are the things that you could actually share with this new coming generation of pharmacists soon to be? Probably something that could ponder upon, so that could, to give them some excitement of becoming a pharmacist in the future.
Okay, so I go first, yeah? Right, so of course, not to be biased, but I would say pharmacist is a great profession, because the area of pharmacy is just so vast, sometimes you don't know where to go. Because we have vast opportunities to go once you have the degree in Bachelor of Pharmacy. So I think like what Dr. Najihah has mentioned just now, it's not only limited to academics like us, so we can become lecturers and teach. And then we're working also in community pharmacy. You can see a lot of community pharmacy, out there. Watson, Guardian, Caring, AA, Big A, so many pharmacies there. Yeah, so what we are doing is like counseling patients and propose or suggest what is the most optimum supplements or medications for the patient. So yeah. Then besides that, we can go to the industry pharmacy. Yeah, industry pharmacy. Whereby we've been inventing new drug delivery systems, for the generic products or whatnot. So there's a huge opportunities, and even like a lot more coming for clinical trials, be involving with the drug registration process at the regulatory body It's just nearby. If you go along Jalan University, so our regulatory body, named as National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency, just located at Section 17, along Jalan University. So we are looking at the process of drug registrations, herbal, supplements, so on and so forth. So there's a huge opportunities there. So there's a lot more coming, like forensic pharmacy and many more. Yeah, so I would say that, of course, not to be biased, because we are pharmacists, but I'm actually glad to be, pharmacists, because a lot that you can actually venture is not like, really limited. It is quite vast opportunities out there. So, yeah. So, in summary,
there's a lot
of the good option to consider. Yeah.
Sure. Awesome. Which Dr. Najihah would like to respond to that as well?
Yes, you have to remember pharmacies actually is actually gatekeepers for medicine that link the medicines used with the consumers. So we have to be people trust, and we have to show our compassionate to our patient or to our clients, and we have to respect with our professions. Okay, so there are many areas that you can venture. Very interesting profession, I would say, because from my experience at the beginning when I wanted to start my bachelor degree, my father sent me to the pharmacy shop. He put there me alone in a pharmacy to explore myself. What is a pharmacy? What does? So I just see chocolate. That is my interest. Chocolate, sweets. Now I look at the behind the counter. You see person with a white coat, give counseling to people. So it shows that they are trusted. They give their ears. I can see the counter behind there. They lock the medicines, so they really keep the safety of the medicine. So that shows how ethical is pharmacy, and the responsibility that they showed the video to me. Then I start, okay, I know this is a job of pharmacy. Then I start my venture, went through the programs, and after that, while waiting for the posting, I start working as a pharmacy, as manager pharmacy at pharmaceutical company. So I do productions, I do tableting liquids, I do QC, so many things I learned. So after that, I moved to community pharmacy. Beside the hospital, I do for attachment hospital. So it's also interesting. I don't think other areas of profession is interesting beside pharmacy. I think this is the most interesting. Every profession or every sectors I join, they are so interesting. I don't want to leave, but I need to leave. So why I joined academics, because I think I need to challenge myself. I want to share my experience, my past experience working in industry, working in the community, working with the hospital. So I want to go for the research because, tablets or drugs or medicines are very expensive. So people don't know why it's so expensive. People always complain, but they don't know the hard work behind. So after I went to my postgraduate study, I really appreciate every tablet. To produce a tablet is not very easy because for myself, I'm I'm also a natural product chemist. So I start with the scratch. You have to extract plants. You find interesting crystal or compounds or active compounds from the plants. You can't see crystal like diamonds outside of the plants, but it's actually after several processes, you can see interesting active compounds from there that later can become drugs, right? Now I think the profession of pharmacy has become a vast profession. It has been respectful to among other health profession too. And we are a dynamic profession. Yeah, we are a very dynamic profession. And I hope that I see more person or people would like to become a pharmacy. Our students also not only become pharmacists, they also become people who works, I think more to scientific area. They work with the non-chemical weapons in Geneva. So that is also interesting that we don't expect, not only as a pharmacist, but also working in other areas. So I hope to see more pharmacy in future.
Yeah. maybe I can add on a bit. Being clinical pharmacy, so maybe we are thinking like pharmacies only restricted to dispensing at the counter, but it's not actually. So clinical pharmacies or pharmacy working in the hospital actually play a significant role. Yeah, so we have a lots of patients with multiple diseases. Yeah, example like renal disease, liver disease. But as a pharmacist, how do we actually select the most suitable medication for our patient? Yeah, so looking at the patient's problem in terms of the drug selections, the dosing, so it's very, very wonderful for us to actually provide our best pharmaceutical care, in this case. So only pharmacists will know, which is the most suitable one for the patient. So we have to not only select the, suitable medication that have an optimal therapeutic effects or clinical effects, but the least adverse effect or harmful effect to the patients. Yeah, so that is actually the role of pharmacists. Yeah, not only restricted to dispensing, because sometimes they always say pharmacies is associated with dispensing, just working backdoor, but it is not true actually. Yeah, it is not true. So it's very interesting profession actually.
Yeah. Awesome. Listening to the both of you, how I wish I have, worked harder so that I could become one of the pharmacy. But it's okay. Now, probably because pharmacy is one of the professional, we could say it's a professional field of study. Probably is people would like to know, what about the work balance? Because as what we understand from probably like programs like MBBS, or become a doctor, become a nurse, or those who venture in the medical as a medical practitioner, is there any work-life balance when it comes to become a pharmacist?
Okay, so of course, like for pharmacies, we have all the various areas just now. So once you have graduated with a program that recognized by Pharmacy Board Malaysia, you have to take the qualifying exams for pharmacy practice, right? And do 1 year provisional training under PRP, provisional registered pharmacist, before you can become FRP, fully registered pharmacist. So of course, if you talk about life balance, I think this, it's merely based on the individual. I would say like, it's very busy actually, like us academician, of course, but in other areas as well, like, some of the hospital pharmacies, they do have this night shift, so on and so forth. But I guess, in every profession, there is a challenge, all right? But I think the most important thing for me, I can still balance our life, basically, despite our busyness. So it just merely depends on how we manage the time.
I think our family only
Our
knows.
family, yeah. So to say whether it is a light profession, I would say not, but it is a responsibility to our patients, basically, whether we go into the hospital, industry, we have the responsibility, because we have the pledge for giving the best pharmaceutical care to our patient, no matter in the industry, community, as well as hospitals. So yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, life balance, I would say we still can, balance our life.
Be able to present.
Yeah, be able to be here and enjoy our life. I mean, yeah, it's just that we need to manage our time well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. One more thing, because I believe there are people who are eager, to become a pharmacist, to be in the field, to be someone who's actually a certified pharmacist and whatnot. Would you have any advice that you would like to let them know? Do eagerness fully, helps into becoming a pharmacist, or do they need to manage the expectation, meaning to say that this is a very hard program, you really have to work hard? And yeah, could you respond to that?
Okay, maybe Dr. Najihah will add on something later on, but I will start, because I always ask this, during the interview, because our program is an interview program. Okay, so once the student qualify with all the requirements, so they have to come for the interview, before we select the students. And we do have limited numbers, because our intake is controlled, right, in control. So Yeah, so that's the thing, pharmacy is a professional course, 4 years professional course. I would say it's a very busy course. Yeah? It's a very busy course from morning to afternoon. And we have, as you can see just now, we have around 138 credit hours to complete within the 4 years. Yeah? Besides that, students are also expected to be involved with the extracurricular activities, so on and so forth. Yeah? Of course, our program, pharmacy program, what we can say, I'm sure that everyone would know when we talk about medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, these are the three main courses, which is quite tough lah. Yeah, but I guess if you are, committed, you have the patience. That's the most important one. You need to persevere for all these 4 years. Yeah, so it should be okay to survive over the next 4 years. So we always ask this question to the student. If you're being admitted to the course, how do you think you can cope with this despite your busyness? So they have given us wonderful answers basically, and they have proven it actually. When they come into the program, they really perform. So recently, in our this week actually, we had our Dean List awards and also Emerald Awards. I think about 50% of them got this Dean's List basically. Yeah, so multi-talented, I would say. Those coming for the pharmacy program, they have a passion, to become a pharmacist. So, whatever it is, I think they will go through successfully. Yeah, maybe Dr. Najihah want to add something.
I would say that every success will come from your hard work. So if you want to be success, you have to work very hard to get what you want, to pursue your dreams with perseverance. And we also look for candidates who are multi-talented lah. Not only that bookworms, they don't just read books, go to the library, because in our programs, we don't have just written exams. We do have other kind of continuous assessment. They have to work as a team. They do assignments, they have a discussion, they have problem-based learning. So I think the new programs are really, compared to my time last time, is really complete, to equip our students with all the challenges they may face in the future, to prepare them. We don't know what will happen later, but I think I can see that our students, what we have prepared our students, despite all the, the busyness of them, join the college activity, join the university activity, also the faculty activity, but they managed to perform. So I can see that they are good managers, I would say. They manage to manage their own time. Right?
Awesome.
So,
awesome. Yes. Okay, thank you for answering to this question. Okay, probably this is I think probably you could sell a bit on like in terms of the X factor of faculty of pharmacy. If they were like a student would like to choose out of all pharmacist program in Malaysia, why should they go for pharmacy program in Faculty of Pharmacy University of Malaya?
Okay. So number one, because it's in all right. So as everyone knows, is the top university in Malaysia, ranked 59, in the world. So besides that, we have a lot of facilities in our faculty. Our hospital is just a walking distance, basically. So that is one of the best selling point, I would say, only walking distance. Means that you do not need to travel for hospital attachment. Yeah, so you just can go by walking distance, basically. So and then we have all the lecturers with I think great qualifications and area of expertise, and I would say our faculty means our family is very nice, all of them, very helpful. Yeah. So besides that, I think we have lots of opportunities because now we are in the process of signing, with many companies and also other institutions, pharmaceutical companies, in terms of the career pathways or whatnot. For example, now we have, MOU and MOA with Kyushu University. So, if they are joining us, they have the opportunities to go to Japan, for attachment, go to Ailanga, Indonesia, in future go to Andalas University, and we also in the process of signing MOU with many other pharmaceutical companies, like Pharmaniaga, GSK, multinational companies. So there's quite vast opportunities there once they are joining us, basically. Yeah.
Okay, if I may add,
Yes,
Hasniza, so in our program too, we do have interprofessional learning. So they don't only learn among the pharmacy students. So we do have our programs with medical students, with the nursing students. So we have that kind of program. So they have the opportunity to work together. Even there's a student a study. They later may become work in the health profession out there. So they also work together later. So we prepare them to work in such environment. Okay. So besides that, our program also we have a program where they can take course modules or papers from other faculty. So they can learn other subject too, not only from our faculty, but also can take from, maybe from business, maybe from arts, maybe from academic pengajian Melayu or pengajian Islam. So they have ample opportunity. And also at our faculty, we have pilot plan. Okay, so this is like, a mini manufacturing pharmaceutical company, right? So they have the opportunity to see how we produce tablets, how we produce creams, right? And yeah, the staff are very nice, and very helpful, and also not to forget the academician or the researcher giving very close guidance,
Awesome. Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Najihah and also Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza. Okay, like other programs, do Faculty of Pharmacy, do you guys provide like placement for student? Like internship, or do these students get placement at any hospital or clinics during their studies? So do you have anything like that in the Faculty of Pharmacy?
Yes, under the professional attachment program, so we basically have the 3 attachment in the industry, in the community pharmacy as well as in the hospital. So recent one, they actually attach at several pharmaceutical companies like Pharmaniaga, Duo Pharma, Nuri Pharma for industry, and for hospital attached to University Malaya Medical Center and various community pharmacy around Malaysia, basically. So we do have that. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, Doctor, probably one last word from both of you. I mean, like for those, future soon-to-be pharmacists, what are the one things that you would like them to know and to keep in mind so that in future they could apply to UM and join you guys at the Faculty of Pharmacy?
Okay, so so for those of you out there who are actually interested to become pharmacists, all right, so you're always welcome to join us, yeah, basically. So pharmacist is a very, I would say, great profession, So we are here basically to actually serve our patients, yeah, serve our patient. That is our main client. So I would say, yeah, UM is offering one of the best program in Malaysia. So yeah, do join us, and yeah, we wait for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Najihah, anything from you?
Want me to say that? We welcome to any candidates who are interested to pursue their dreams to become a pharmacist for the future. Who knows, later they can, invent magic bullets or magic drugs or magic medicines, that can cure many diseases, right? And they have the, the compassion to their friends, their colleagues, their family. And the important thing is they should have responsibility. That is the thing that they must remember. When you become a pharmacy or you want to become a student pharmacy, you must carry that with an honor, the responsibility that you have with you, and you must complete the task given to you, right? We wish them to come over and visit our website. You can see our Facebook. There are a lot of activities, interesting activities that you can see. So it may perhaps, create loads of career, fondness to our program.
Okay, thank you so much to the both of you. Okay, and I think with the final question asked, we have now concluded our webinar series for today, and I would like to take this opportunity to express our utmost gratitude to the both of you, our guest speakers, for your guidance and also your wisdom, as well as for the audience for spending your precious time with us. And we hope to see you soon at UM. And don't forget to tune in our upcoming episode, which will be on the 2nd of December 2020 at 2 p.m., whereby we'll be sharing exclusively with you on the insights on UM's Faculty of Engineering. It is among the world's top engineering school. We'll be sharing more on the programs offered and things alike. And the best part is the session will be joined by the prominent speakers such as Associate Professor Dr. Farazila Yusof, Deputy Dean for Postgraduate Studies, and Associate Professor Dr. Adriana, Deputy Dean for Research Studies at the Faculty of Engineering. And last but not least, don't forget to leave us your feedback of today's webinar, and we hope to see you again, especially at the Faculty of Pharmacy. Thank you once again, Associate Professor Dr. Hasniza, as well as Associate Professor Dr. Najihah. And that is all for today, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you, goodbye, and see you guys again. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.